what's it all about?
He told me to wipe off a button and clear our screen.
Okay.
And then he want to write me up.
Does she currently work here?
No, she does not.
The whole almost year I've been working here, ain't nobody ever did that. So why everybody out of B have to do that?
You fired her today?
First it was
You just wanted to leave?
Then it was
She allowed to come back?
her name was Trish.
So how did we get from?
He picked it. First it was an old lady that worked here. Her name was Jill. Then it was another girl who worked here. Her name was Trish.
Okay.
Then it was another dude who worked there. Her name was Pee Wee. Then it was my sister Aubrey, and then it was me.
Nice.
You can get a new job, and then there's that one person who just feels like, you know, they run everything. They're the teacher's pet type of person, you know. And then you get thrown under the bus. I already know the type of stuff she's going through right now. It's a sad situation because then they try to run people out of the job just because they don't like them. And then he felt intimidated. If they feel intimidated by you, bro, they'll make it seem like you're doing everything wrong at your job. You could be doing everything good. That's how it is, bro.
So how did we get from him asking you to do something, you getting upset, to now them claiming that you're making threats and we come here?
Nobody
You never threatened anybody or nothing?
No, didn't threaten him.
They said they terminated her today and she needs to leave the property and not come back.
I'll leave the property as soon as my dad get here.
Do you have a car here?
No.
Okay, well, we can step outside, though. You can go out this way or you can go out this way. Whichever your dad said was going to pick you up.
We can go wait somewhere.
Don't know.
What's your name?
None of your business?
It is, okay.
Because he didn't have to call the police.
Okay, he did. What's your name?
No, he didn't. No, you don't.
Stop.
Don't put your hands on me!
No. You're making this a much bigger deal than it
Let me
needs.
go!
Yeah.
Let me go!
Settle down.
Let me go!
I need your ID.
And we're
Hey, now you're going to jail. Now you're going to stop him. Stop.
Stop! And it won't hurt.
Freak the fuck out! Let me go, bro!
Stop resisting. You're under arrest.
Bro, let me go! Oh my fucking god!
Hey, you know why she didn't go home? She want to put hands on the motherfucker. You know what I mean? She want to put hands on homeboy. You know, he probably been treating her wrong for a minute. He did this to how many people? She said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, bro. 5 people he done already ran away from the job site because he don't like them. He has personal issues with them. That's messed up, bro. And she probably waiting. She's waiting for him to come by, walk by. He probably in the back, chilling in the office somewhere. You feel me? Like, come on.
Necessary to you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well.
Can you let me go? You're hurting.
No. Relax. They get the handcuffs on you, then that's it. Then we're going to let go. Relax.
I need my phone.
We'll get your stuff.
I need to call my dad.
Okay, well.
Can you stop? You're hurting my damn arm.
Please let go of your bag. Thank you. I'll get your phone.
Bro, this one is too tight.
Stop! We can't do anything while you're still fighting us.
Oh my god.
And we are not going to let you go. You are under arrest.
I'm untying it.
It's actually loose, though.
No, this one is not.
Okay, stop pulling on it, and it's not going to be so
Can
tight.
I get my phone?
I'll get your phone. We'll get yours.
No, I need to call my dad.
Okay, you want to call your dad?
No, I need.
Hey, you know, she probably been there for a minute too to see how many employees that homeboy X'd out of there. You know what I'm saying? She probably like she was like, yeah, he did it to Michael, he did it to James. You know, she was naming off people, so she saw it, and then man, that's messed up, bro. Yeah.
If he's already on the way, we'll explain it when he gets here.
Please.
Okay.
I found it.
We'll get it.
I'm going to get your phone again.
Oh my god. Let me go.
One at the 1152.
Search real quick. Anything in your pockets at all?
The van report turned into this. Is your ID in your bag, ma'am?
No, I don't have it on me.
Okay.
Have a seat. We're going to get some information from you.
I don't need to sit down.
You have to sit. You lost that option 2 minutes ago. Sit down. Take a minute. Sit down.
Savage.
You have
This is
to.
for everybody. That's what y'all don't understand.
We will get it figured out. But right here, you need to sit down. You are under arrest. Don't make me drag you into the car.
Hey, she was about to turn savage with the savage hoodie on. Homeboy just didn't come out. He stayed in the back. Hey, that's where the best place for you to be, bro, is in the back. She was about to try to mop you up.
The father is on his way and will show up any minute to add more chaos to this situation.
What is your last name?
Here come her daddy.
I'm telling you guys nothing until my daddy here.
How old are you? How old are you? So we can just take you down to the jail, and then if they find out you're a juvenile, then we take you all the way to juvenile.
Not a juvenile.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, what's your last name?
She looked like she could be like 16.
We'll stay in jail until you give your name or your fingerprints come in a few days. And then all they wanted you to do was leave and not come back. You did not want to get up and leave. This is a business. They have a right to have someone not on the property. There's other people in there eating and trying to order, and you're yelling. We just wanted you to
Okay, but you guys don't know the half of Popeyes.
You're right, I know.
And if you guys did it,
Oh, she was at That makes sense. She was at Popeyes. Everything go down at Popeyes and chicken and the Waffle House. You already know. Like, you know, she pissed, bro. Give her last check and she should have just left out of there as soon as she got fired, bro. She should have just left. Best thing she could have done.
Going.
no, I wasn't going away.
100% work, and we have it on video, so it's fine.
Okay.
And you have to give your name because there's a report that you're not allowed back here.
Okay. You guys didn't have no reason to put your hands on me. I freaked out the way I did because you guys put your hands on me. That's why.
Do you think if you had got up and walked out like we asked you to, this would have been happening?
I didn't have to get up and walk out.
Yes, you do. They asked you to leave.
Okay, and I would have got up and walked out. You guys had to pressure me.
We literally said you have to leave and wait for you outside for your dad.
Okay.
What's your last name? First name?
Haley.
Dad was on his way.
Yep.
And I feel like this too, bro. You know, she 18. You know, she's only eligible to work legally until at 16. So she don't have that much experience in the work field. She hasn't had no time to really build any type of work ethic. You know, like I just feel everybody handles things differently. She experienced probably could be her first fire, and she don't know how to. You know what I mean? Who knows how long she been at Popeyes? She could have been there for like 2 years and got treated like, you know what?
Talked to the complainant. He doesn't want any, he just wants her banned from here. Nothing else. Have you ever been arrested before?
Like when I was like 12.
Oh, what was that for?
Running away.
But since you've been an adult, never arrested for anything?
Well, let that one slide.
So criminal trespass and resisting?
Yeah.
The threat was, I'm going to call my dad, he's going to come here and take care of you. That's still like the threat was made. So he doesn't want anything pursued on that. He wants her banned. I didn't get into the criminal trespassing.
Man, where's the dad at? I thought the dad was coming.
Assuming this is Dad here behind you. Hello.
There he is.
What's going on up here?
This cup was hurting my wrist. Like I had staples on it before. It's not healed all the way.
Let's see what happens.
On what?
This one.
Okay.
I got a phone call that her manager or something kept getting into her face.
She was
told the manager that she was going to call her fucking dad. And that's when he said he was calling the cops so that it was a threat. Okay, but he had no right. He doesn't need to be up in her face.
Okay, well, and that's what she's saying. This is actually both her stories. Is she was told that
Hey, Dad's a big dude.
clean, and she said no. He said, we talked about this. There's nobody here.
They've been having
You're
problems
cleaning.
with this guy for the last 3 weeks.
So they said, okay, you're terminated. And we want her to leave. She said, you have to leave. She said, no, I'm not leaving. So you have to leave. They don't want you here. And we need your information. You're not welcome back. She refused to give the information, and then she started fighting my officers.
Like I said, if you stay like that, it won't put more pressure on your wrists and it shouldn't be so bad.
That's where we're at.
Good doctor?
I can't do this. You got it? Go put the window down a little bit so you can talk.
He told me to clean some, and I took the no.
Calm down.
Then they want to break me up and slam me up against the glass and the police.
Okay. Haley. Stop. Did they ask you your... Why didn't you just tell him your name?
I told him my name.
Who's the manager that keeps getting in your face?
Jesse.
His name is Jesse? So how did it happen? What happened? What did he do? Ask you to clean?
He want to get smart and talk about something. You can grab a rag and grab the soap and you can clean this off.
Well, why are you fighting with the officers?
I wasn't fighting with them.
Why's your neck all red?
Because they slammed me up against the glass.
Well, don't fight and argue with them, please. They had more charges against you lately.
All right, I'm gonna say this, bro. Let me stop this. I'm gonna say this. So I feel like this is where she's coming from. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it seems like homeboy has been just treating people like crap because he's the manager. He feels like he has authority and entitlement. And that's what they do, bro. A lot of managers, they just, you know, they probably don't got no type of authority and nothing going on at home. And, you know what I mean? All their life is just work. That's all they do is just, you know, sleep and eat and drink, just work, you know? And they treat people like this, bro. And she's seen it happen for weeks. And then other people either left or got fired because of his attitude. And then corporate or the manager above him don't do nothing. I've seen this happen. They'll just let it go because he's probably a good worker and he knows that they want to keep him. So he'll treat anybody like crap to get him away if he don't like them personally. It's fucking dumb, man.
All right, so because obviously you heard what we're calling for, and she's 18. We're telling you this as a courtesy. She's being charged with obstructing ID and then resisting. Okay, so she's going to go to jail for that. Fine, or she can post bond. She's got cash on her person or something like that. You want to take her belongings? You want to give your stuff to him as far as whatever else, so that way you left stuff you can take down there? Okay. So is it still over here?
Yeah.
What'd you say his name was? Okay.
You're not going inside right now, are you? Let's not.
I can't wait till you guys leave, dude.
Okay. You don't need to go too for some stupid.
As fuck, man.
I understand. Listen. We've dealt with
both my daughters now for the last month. He wants to act like he's tough. We'll act like he's tough.
Is that their wife to go or get hold of his boss? You know what I mean?
Dad is ready to crash out with the police right there. He didn't give a damn. You know, he took his hat. You see him walking? He took his hat off. He was ready. The walk that he had was determined. He was about to go in. Popeyes chicken was going to be flying everywhere. Ranch, everything.
Get a hold of his boss. Let him know the issues.
Oh, he's a district manager, so he's pretty high up the ladder.
Well, there's people ahead of him.
All it's going to end up happening under the curse. I know. I'll go to jail. I understand. And we don't really want that either, because then you do no good for anybody at that point.
So there's different ways to approach it. Let's pick one of those different ways today, because this is enough for you guys to deal with for today, right? Agreed?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that.
The weed.
She had money on her. The weed? I'll take the weed.
You want to share the weed or we want to do the weed?
Give it to me.
There's two baggies.
I mean, it's not against the law, right?
Well, yeah, it's got to be in an approved container. I mean, you're not at home. So, just destroy it later.
You know, those look good.
I don't need to deal with it. I'll take it. All right, we're going to switch some hands.
I'll take it. The dad.
And you said your one hand you had what, stitches in it from how long ago?
Like 2 months ago.
It's all healed up and stuff now, though, right?
Sir,
No,
could you just do me a favor and just being that close to me? I understand. Hey, listen, okay? I don't know what your intent is, okay? I don't need you right on my back.
Okay. But he politely asked you to step back, so he doesn't need to calm down. He asked you politely, correct? He just did not want you that close.
I told you this is a courtesy that you're even being involved in this, because she's 18.
Who's right there?
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to put him in the front, okay? Fair enough? You're done fighting?
Sorry, I apologize.
I get that emotions are high. I get that it's a lot to deal with, especially since you guys have had past issues with the same person.
It's only been a month, dude.
Dads of dads, you know. Protect it, bro.
Come down and get you out, okay?
Thank you. Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'll pull up and do the same thing for my daughter. You know, it is what it is, bro. It's my babies. You know, I got 2 daughters, you know, and if they're getting mistreated by a boyfriend, by a coworker, by a manager, by an owner, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna let my kids get mistreated, and then they don't really have no room to say nothing going against no assistant managers or corporate owners or HR higher ups or whatever the case may be. Nah, bro, I'm gonna stand up for mine. You know what I mean? I understand why he did that. You know, it's a sad situation, but she gonna move forward and find a new job, something better than Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, this is Real Reacts. If y'all enjoyed the video, you already know. I'll see you next time.